So yeah, he's decided in the end to use that Phoenix Wing to Wing Blast.
Welcome back to the coverage of YCS Prague 2016, YCS Prague XXL edition with almost 1,000 players making the trip to Europe's most beautiful city. Yes, I've said it and I'm standing by that.
Yeah,
it absolutely
really nice.
is. All right. Let's not waste any time. Let's take a look at the top 16 bracket that we have for you guys on the screen. This is where we are right now. Just 8 players remain after almost 1,000 started. And we've already been in the lower left corner in last round where James Broderick defeated Mr. Doibelbeis. And now we're going to be in the upper left corner where we're going to see Jake Quinsee playing Monarchs going up against Collins, Amiekhamhe with Kozmo.
Yep. So the only UK player left in, unless you count the Irish player who's left.
I don't think he would count
I don't think he would count himself.
Yeah, so...
We like to pretend.
Yeah, you like to invade other countries, we know that. On the upper right corner, we got Simon Thurnherr from Austria. I thought he was Swiss at some point, but no, that's not correct. Going up against Ur Kovacic from Slovenia with Draco Performapal. Yeah. And then in the bottom right corner, we got Valon Leturtre, who is last year's champion, playing Burning Abyss deck. Burning Abyss again, against Dave Grabert, who's playing Draco Performapal. Those
he's taking it all the way again, isn't he?
Yeah, he might be, yeah. And then let's take a quick look at our metagame breakdown. This is at the start of the top 32. Draco Performapal still very much in the lead. Top 16, not so much anymore, with Kozmo tying that record. And now we're in the top 8. But Draco Performapal came out on top in a way. It's 3-2-2-1. So pretty close. Not exactly what we expected, I guess.
No, well, it was a really wild...
Could have gone either way.
Yeah, really wide field of view for the decks that were shown here at YCS Prague. But throughout the whole tournament, these have been the ones that had the biggest showing.
Yeah.
In almost this order. So, yeah, kind of expected as far as the numbers were concerned.
Yeah, Mermaids were a little bit more popular than Burning Abyss at the very... Let's just bring that up real quick. Mermaids at the very beginning was more popular than Burning Abyss, but Burning Abyss still staying in there. Valon Leturtre representing that one with pride.
It's just the same story. It's the same story that he decided, I'm just going to take this deck that I like the best, and I'm going to take it all the way.
Lightning might strike twice.
Yeah.
As for the country breakdown, just real quick. Had 12 Germans going into the top 32, 5 Italians. Italy's been really strong throughout the whole day, but for some reason in the top 16, top 8, it wasn't really going their way. There we have a pretty narrow field, and now that looks almost perfect spread here with just 2 Germans and then 1 each from the other countries that we see listed here. Very diverse field in terms of countries, very diverse field in terms of metagame. All of that, very good news for the game of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. It's always nice to see a lot of different nationalities turning up to play the game.
All right. So now we got Jake, your countryman from the UK, who only made it to the top 8 once before.
Yep.
And that was back in Toulouse, I think in 2011, so quite a while back.
Yeah.
Going up against Collins, Amiekhamhe. I think it's actually easier if you just say it real quickly. Amiekhamhe. Yeah. And he is playing Kozmo.
Yeah.
Who is the favorite going into this match?
Well, again, a lot of people on the chat were saying Monarchs, and I don't want to go all in and say one or the other because we can see either of these decks just turn up with not very good hands.
Everything can happen. Okay, they might be bricking, they might be building castles. That's what we've seen before this weekend.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just see what happens. Let's take you to the feature match table where these two guys are absolutely ready. Already shook hands before, so okay, they shook hands again.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that we got one handshake for the camera.
Yeah, and there's Denko Seka from the last game.
Yeah. And also we did a little straw poll, and I asked, who do you think is going to win? And it's almost split down the middle with 56% for Jake and 44% for Collins. So that's a pretty equal distribution of votes. You guys are not 100% sure, or not all on the side of one guy.
Yeah, so Jake's going first here.
Oh, by the way, we said that this is the second time only that Jake Quinsee has made the top 8. He has made the top 32, I don't know, countless times.
Yeah,
I think like
always
7 times, something like that. Very often he's among the last in the field. He just never goes all the way, at least not so far.
Yep.
So credit where credit is due. All right. And Collins is listed as Italian. I'm not sure if that's the case. You don't know him either, I guess.
No, I don't know Collins.
But actually, his deck list is also saying Italian.
Yes, yeah.
So that makes sense. Just spoke to him earlier. Didn't really look for a dialect. It wasn't super obvious to me.
Yeah.
But he didn't speak the typical Italian dialect.
Okay. So red layer into an Airbus here with domain. So this isn't overly good against Kozmo. The domain lockdown that we saw earlier, where it just completely shuts you out of the extra deck. So let's see what gets taken out of Collins' hand here. So we've seen Collins' hand there. Let's see what goes away. So 2 Call of the Haunteds, comes down Tin Can. So an emergency teleport was taken.
Again, the best target, wasn't it?
Airbus is just absolutely destroying.
Yeah, this
people's
card is
hands.
really having his sniper rifle set in the correct position. We've seen a Raigeki getting sniped out of 5 cards in hand when it was the best target. We've seen extremely cool play with an MST leaving, and then suddenly the domain of the true Monarchs.
Yep. Oh, fantastic.
Completely shutting down. I've
actually not sat and looked at Collins' deck list far enough. He's playing the Saw Trooper build. So he has 1 Saw Trooper. He's playing one of at least every single Kozmo card in the game. That's quite cool. So he does actually have a fantastic play here if he can resolve the Tin Can. Did he shuffle the Tin Can back in?
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the app just now. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. So that's Jake's hand.
We're gonna see
Collins'
in a second.
hand. Oh, so he's still got the Tin Can. He must have drawn a ship and then straight away put it away for Kozmo Town.
Right.
So this is actually fantastic. So what's going to happen here is Tin Can is going to resolve, and then both other targets that Tin Can gets is going to get sent to the graveyard, and both of them can be used with Call of the Haunted. Now that's really good.
Yeah, from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
Thanks to that little Tin Can. And Cosmoton, of course.
Yeah. So let's see what he decides to go with.
It's so crazy that one card can make all the difference, honestly.
Yeah. So Jake is actually going with Ether here. So he might decide before the main phase gets ended and goes to the end phase that he's going to get a Kuraz to the field. So Return of the Monarchs resolves, gets an Airbus. He sends a domain from the deck. And what else is he going to send? Send another Return of the Monarchs. And he's going to summon Kuraz. Okay, so let's see what he decides to destroy with Kuraz here.
We've seen this before, that somebody decided to destroy opposing cards.
Yeah, this is actually going to be fantastic if he hits the Tin Can. Just the Tin Can. Or maybe Tin Can and Kuraz. So, Tin Can, because he actually can't do anything. Wow, this is big.
This is big, yes.
This is big.
There goes the Tin Can.
So he has to draw 1 card. Unless that 1 card's emergency teleport, then his turn's over.
Okay, that was the bottle opener for that little Tin Can.
Yeah, so Dark Hole, that's not much use right now.
Oh, this is going back and forth again.
Yeah. So, Call of the Haunted, it's pretty useless when you've only got a 0/0 monster in your graveyard. So, yeah, if Jake can grind through those back rows in this next turn, then Collins not got much to be done.
Right.
The turn after.
Okay, let's see what else is going to happen here.
What's going to be good is if he doesn't get to grind through those back rows, he is going to be able to call the Tin Can in the end phase.
Yeah.
So, that's quite good.
It's very likely that he's going to reach the end phase, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's not like there's going to be a
turn, no,
gigantic explosion or something.
No. No explosions in this game.
Yeah, that was the top 32 matchup, of course. Right. When we saw, again, the Curse of Anubis in action.
So, Domain of the Monarchs here. Sure, I think he's going to show him Airbus. He's going to tribute the Prime Monarch. Summon the Airbus. Airbus's effect, and Return of the Monarchs too.
Yeah. Very nice combination.
Yep, so searches another Ether. and sends another Prime Monarch to the graveyard with Airbus's effect, and then just one more spell or trap from the deck remaining to be sent to the graveyard here. Let's see what he decides to send away with Erebus. Jake's hands are actually pretty good here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just at the beginning it looked like he was bricking a little bit. I don't even know when that word started trending, to be honest.
Yeah, it's been going for quite a while as far as
Yeah,
I know in
but
the UK.
there's always this one point when a word is suddenly omnipresent.
Everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, like it's the same with floodgate.
Yeah,
Like you
floodgate,
heard somebody say floodgate every once in a while, but it wasn't like everybody was just saying that the whole time. And
okay, so Airbus decides to send Kozmo Town away. Good, it's a very good choice. So Jake's kind of playing with the knowledge he has. He's thinking, okay, let's not worry too much about those back rows. Maybe he's reading them as like strike or something. So he's going to take 56. There's not much to be done about that. Jake's hands not reactive right now. I think Colin really has to put some work in here. Tin Can's going to have to go get a Dark Destroyer. There's no question about it. So there's...
Jake's hand is really shaping up nicely here.
Yeah, actually, Jake's got this really,
this
really
is
in the bag.
Because an excellent hand.
He's going to be able to set the Monarch Stormforth and then use Ether during his opponent's turn.
Right. But I don't see how he's missing anything in his hand right now.
No, he's just drawn everything.
Yep.
He just has absolutely everything right now. Even in Max C. So, yeah, end phase call. That's going to be the road to recovery for Collins. But, you know, let's see if Jake decides to... so he decides to play Max C now. That's fine. That's actually okay for Colin. That's better for Colin than it would have been if he'd have just saved it.
That's what I just thought.
Yeah. So...
And what is the reason? Why would you go early?
Yeah, I don't quite know why. Oh, he's pointing at Tin Can here with Erebus. I don't know why. Oh, I don't know why. So there's Dark Destroyer. So that's one of his 3 cards that he's going to choose to use Tin Can. So yeah, and probably Eclipse, yes. So Dark Destroyer, that's pretty good. That's lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to be a struggle for Colin. I think the best bet actually would, no, because he set 2 back rows.
Yeah.
What would be ideal?
Normally he wanted to get rid of the Tin Can, activate the second call of the Haunted.
Yeah, well, banish the Tin Can.
To
summon the DD.
And Jake is drawing another card. So that Maxi was letting some nice card advantage.
Yeah.
Prime Monarch is being shut down.
Yep. There we go. And then he's going to draw. So it's I wouldn't call an end phase. So yeah, at any point now, Jake can use his Monarch Stormforth and then activate Ether's effect. Actually, if we're in draw phase or standby phase, and Colin decides, oh, I'm going to take a punt at this, he can call his Slip Rider and use Slip Rider's effect to try and destroy the Monarch Stormforth. That's if Monarch Stormforth can only be used in the main phase. I'm unsure. I can't remember Monarch Stormforth's exact wording is.
Once during this turn, if you would tribute a monster.
Once, okay, that's fine. I thought it was a activation condition that you had to be in the main phase, but no, that's fine. So yeah, there's no real good way to play around Monarch Stormforth here. You can use Kozmo Town on the Tin Can. He's going to shuffle it back into his deck, go look for something else. He actually naturally still drew into an emergency teleport this turn, and he's got a Dark Hole as well. Yeah. So let's see what that Tin Can gets replaced by.
Kozmo Farm Girl.
Yeah, not bad.
Definitely not bad.
Can definitely be worse. So what needs to happen now is Jake's board needs to be cleared, because otherwise Stormforth's going to be used onto this Dark Destroyer here, and that's going to clean out Dark Destroyer very swiftly. let's see how he decides to play around it. He didn't get to this stage in the tournament without being able to play around stuff like this.
This time is over. Right, so the farm girl comes down.
Yeah. I think he's...
Jake thinking about his
There we go.
response.
Okay, this is what Colin wants. He needs to get this out of the way. So he's playing the Stormforth now. And then in the post-resolution window of Stormforth, he's going to think about banishing that for the Prime Monarch. The Prime Monarch? Or is he just not going to put it on the field? Yeah, he's just not going to put it on the field. Okay, why did... I'm confused.
That's a...
I don't know why he had to
unexpected turn.
Yeah, I don't know why he had to banish the Stormforth. There's no reason for that. Okay, well, that shouldn't make too much of a difference.
Yeah, in any case, there is a second ether. The Heavenly Monarch on the field of Jake Quinsee. Whereas his opponent Collins is just left with a Kozmo Farm Girl. And a Call of the Haunted that is live.
Yeah, but he's got an emergency teleport and a Dark Hole as well.
Yeah, good things come in threes. There is the third copy. Yeah, Mirror Force would be a really good card right now. And Jake usually also knows exactly what his deck is trying to do.
Yeah.
So I would be surprised if he made a misplay here.
No, so the reason the Stormforce was banished was because of the ether that he planned on summoning's effect. He actually didn't. He was doing things a little bit out of order. He shouldn't have done it in that order.
Right.
So here's Dark Hole. Jake's going to be a little bit disappointed with that because all of his ethers are going to be sent to the graveyard, and that's not where you want them.
Not at all.
Oof. Whoa, that's really important because we've got a Call of the Haunted and Emergency Teleport. I think he could just win now.
All of a sudden.
Yeah.
Jake does have a second Maxi in hand.
I think that.
But
what's Jake's back row?
It's just a Pantheism.
Oh, yeah, I think he just wins. If he decides to go all in, he wins. He can Call the Haunted, Dark Destroyer, attack directly, teleport in a Farm Girl, attack, get another Dark Destroyer summoned via the Farm Girl, destroy the other Dark Destroyer, and then just, that's enough. He has game here.
Would be enough if he goes for it.
Yeah, if he goes all in here.
Was there any option for Jake to prevent this from happening?
No, I think at some point during the turn, we had to see that Dark Hole being played. Yeah, if Colin just sits and thinks about this, he has it. Yeah, he's picking up the right card.
Yeah, I would be surprised if he...
Why is he taking Fangirl? That's not the right card. Yeah. Go on, put it on the field. Yeah, that's fine. He doesn't mind.
Doesn't mind
3,000. He's already... hold on, Prime Monarch. Okay, he can block that with Prime Monarch. But still, he can do a lot of damage. He can do at least 55.
Yeah. But the Prime Monarch just bought Jake another turn.
Yeah, at least. So he can teleport Farm Girl now. I'm willing him to do this.
Is there any reason not to teleport Farm Girl now?
I don't see any reason. I don't see any reason whatsoever. He's thinking about this very carefully. So yeah, if that's the correct card in his hand, then yeah. So teleport. Yeah. So there's Farm Girl. So that's 15, taking him down to 6-5, and then he's going to be able to. Actually, I think he's still got it. No, he hasn't. He's off by 700. He's going to leave him on 700.
He's got to do plenty of damage here.
Yeah. So 6-5, and then he's going to get another Dark Destroyer. This is dead exciting. He's just out of nowhere able to do this. the call, Call of the Haunted has really made this deck just so strong.
Yeah, Kozmo is one of the most explosive decks that we've seen like in this game, really.
Yeah. So let's see what he decides to go for here. Ooh, okay, so he's deciding he's going to invest a little bit in the future of the game here instead of trying to just put his opponent on a lot of really low life points.
Goes for Kozmo Joe.
Yeah, so he's going to set Kozmo Joe. He's probably going to pay. So Farm Girl gets banished by Emergency Teleport in the end phase there. So that's quite good, really, because he doesn't want the Farm Girl being on the field. Right, so that's tough. So he naturally drew into that Stormforth. Wow. That's pretty strong.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, that's how it's done. I think he has to play Cosmojo here. Yeah, and he's just gonna. It's really crazy. He could just take the risk and not use its effect. However, that's game. Yeah.
Yeah.
If he has a monster, then it's game. Wow.
There we go. That was a bit of a back and forth
pendulum swing.
Yeah.
Oof. It's like absolutely looking to be Jake's game, and then absolutely looking to be Collins' game.
And in the end, it was Jake, but it was going back and forth, and
it seems a bit confusing as to why he didn't push for more damage instead of playing Cosmojo, because then he would have had 2 monsters on the field instead of just 1.
Yeah.
You've had 2 big ships instead of just 1.
So let's take a quick look at maybe the side decks.
Yep. So Jake's got a pretty standard side deck. He's got 2 Majesty's Fiends in here. He's got all the random stuff in the side, like just one-offs, 1 Rugeki, 1 Twin Twister, 1 Caius the Mega Monarch, I think. 2 Book of Eclipse. I don't know what's going on there. He's got 2 Book of Eclipse in his side. And then 1 Trap Eater as well. So obviously Trap Eater is a very good card against the Mask of Restrict.
Right.
Which Collins does have 3 off in his side deck. 3 Mask of Restrict, 3 Space Typhoons, 1 Magic Deflector, 3 Anti-Spell Fragrance. So Collins could put a lot of traps in here and just go first.
For some odd reason, Jake is really, really experienced when it comes to this particular matchup. He played against Kozmo the first 4 rounds. Then there was a bit of a mix-up with Phantom Knights, Mermails, Draco, Performapal, a mirror match with Monarchs, another mirror match with Monarchs, another Kozmo opponent, and he won against Draco Performapals. And he won against Kozmo, and now he's going up against Kozmo again.
Yeah, so throughout the tournament, he's had a lot of experience in this match.
Yeah, he's definitely. And we can also look up the match history for Collins to see if he's been playing a lot against a lot of Monarchs today. He kicked things off against Kozmo in a mirror match. Then he went up against Draco Performapal. Another Kozmo mirror match. He went up against Monarchs. He then had to overcome Draco Performapals. Monarchs again, Draco Performapals, Draco Performapals. That was actually our... no, that was not our feature match. It was round 8. We featured Ali Fawas in round 7.
Yeah.
And Collins Amiekhamhe actually lost to Ali Fawas in round 8.
Yeah. Looking back on it, he did actually have... Oh no, did he... Yes, he did have game. He could have won there. So when Jake had the Prime Monarch, he could have played the Emergency Teleport, attacked with Farm Girl. When he played Prime Monarch, chained Call of the Haunted, then brought back Dark Destroyer. As Prime Monarch came back, Dark Destroyer the Prime Monarch, continue the attack with Farm Girl, get Dark Destroyer, and then gone from there. So he could have won if he'd have done that.
It sounds a bit complicated.
Yeah, he could have done it that way instead. But that definitely would have won in the game.
Round 9, Collins went up against Piranaski. Draco Performer Pal. Round 10 against Alessandro Galzumi, his countryman from Italy. Kozmo mirror match. Ruben Lima in the 1232 from Spain, who we also had on our feature match stream this weekend. Of course, also a Draco Performer Pal player. And then in the last round, he won against Monarchs. So he's somewhat used to Monarchs.
Yeah, Collins actually beat the Magical Explosion player. That's who that was.
Right, yes.
last round.
It's not Monarchs. Yeah, Michael Roche, who's just listed as Monarchs, but he's actually playing Magical Explosion, like you just said.
Yeah.
All right. So not that much experience for him against Monarchs. He's been playing against Draco Performer Pulse, Cosmo Mirrors most of the day, most of the weekend actually. But I guess he's prepared for this matchup.
Yeah, definitely. So we start out here with the red layer. Got some nice cards set for Collins. Don't know why he didn't summon a Good Witch. Strange. He could have summoned the Good Witch just to have something for Cosmojo. Maybe he wanted to really invest in that Dark Hole.
Right, let's take a look at
So we're getting
Jake's
big
hand.
Twin Twisters here. Going to chain the teleport, and the other card is Cosmojo. That I saw, I think. Okay, yeah, so that's super easy read, because that immediately says to his opponent, yeah, so okay, so I've got a way to bring this back from the graveyard. But that's where Jake's turn ends, unless he wants to tribute summon for Kuraz. Oh, no, sorry, of course he's got Patheism. I didn't see him discard Patheism with Twin Twisters. So he can use Patheism's effect. Let's see what he decides to go with. So Tenacity of the Monarchs. Tenacity is going to reveal a Monarch. And he can go and search for whichever spell and trap he likes.
And we also see the Super Quantum Red Layer engine.
Yeah.
The other engine of the Monarchs. But sometimes we've seen both of them at in the same deck.
Yeah, he's not playing the blue layer, just red. Which has been quite common, actually.
Yeah, but the last few we've seen, they were always playing both of them.
So he's tributing for... Oh, he got Return of the Monarchs, so he's going to tribute for Kuraz here. He's using Kuraz's effect. I think he's just hitting Tin Can, which is fine. That's super fine. He's going to let that happen. He's going to draw a card. He drew into... what did he draw into? I don't think we've seen yet.
We know for a fact he's got a Good Witch and a Dark Hole.
What else is he going to draw?
There's Collins, of course. Here we go. Ether. 2 copies of Ether. So the second copy he just drew into. And then Erebus.
Yeah, so there we go. Collins is going to draw for the Tin Can being destroyed. Ooh, draws a Massive Restrict. So this could be vital. So end phase, must be end phase, so it makes sense for it to be end phase. Plays Call on the Tin Can. Now, I think this is going to go very well for Collins here. Jake's not got a lot in his graveyard to respond with. The Prime Monarch, nothing doing. He's going to be able to get whatever ships he wants here. And he's also going to be able to use Good Witch to get over the Kuraz if he would like to do that. And attack directly with one of the other ships that he's going to get. Farmgirl would be, yeah, he's questioning whether he would like Farmgirl. Farmgirl would be quite a good choice. Actually, yeah, really good choice. Because he can banish Tin Can to summon Good Witch. Good Witch downs the Kuraz, hit the Kuraz with Good Witch, then he's got Farmgirl to...
Yeah, we're going to go into something here.
Saturday. So, did he get Dark Destroyer? He must... Oh, yeah, 1. He must have got Dark Destroyer.
Yeah, he did.
Whoa. Okay, so still end phase. Here's the Dark Destroyer. There goes your Kuraz, unless he's going to do the combo with another Tin Can. going to decide what he wants to go for here. I think it'd be a good choice to just hit the Kuraz, or maybe hit the Dark Destroyer. No, okay, so he's going to hit the Kuraz. I was thinking he could have hit his own Dark Destroyer and gone into a Slip Rider to hit the Return of the Monarchs, but yeah, he's got a Mask of Restrict, so. Right. So we see another Slip Rider, so this is great news.
And
He's
now
just
there's
going
a
to Dark Hole.
Hole.
So he's going to Dark Hole his own.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just going to turn that into a Farm Girl instead. There we go.
That's good play. Not everybody
No, not everyone, I think.
is using Dark Hole to destroy their own monsters for a good effect, actually.
So that's 33. Yeah, he's got it. He's got it here.
So Jake Quinsee still has 6-5. You're saying this is enough?
Yeah, so 15 from Farm Girl, 18 from Good Witch. Then he's going to search Dark Destroyer from the Farm Girl, banish either of them for Slip Rider. Slip Rider destroys whatever. Attack with Slip Rider. Banish the other pilot for Dark Destroyer. Dark Destroyer hits Slip Rider. Slip Rider gets whatever. Farm Girl. Attack with that. Get another search. Yeah, it's enough.
Kozmo and they're taking in, taking out is really
Out of
making
nowhere.
my head spin.
Yeah, so Slippy hits the back row. 23. Banish the Good Witch for the Dark Destroyer. Dark Destroyer destroys the Slip Rider.
And
prior to that,
now
Jake
that is it.
Enters
Jake
the
sees
scoop
the writing
phase.
on the wall, and that means we are now
Going to
suddenly
game 3. Game 3 of this clash of the top 2 decks that we've been seeing here. Well, one of the top 3 decks. Top 2 of the 3 decks we've been seeing here at YCS Prague 2016.
Yeah, and these guys are really at it and not giving each other any leeway.
Yeah, so you could see both of the players after the first game were actually kind of still a bit jolly, still kind of laughing around and talking and stuff. This is serious business now.
It has suddenly changed a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, serious business. Both of them straight into the side decks, just concentrating purely on what's going on here.
Yeah, however, both of these guys were very nice to talk to, actually, prior to this feature match. So, they were pretty cheerful people. Somebody said, I hope Jake Quincy's not playing the way that he's smiling, because he's, like, never smiling. And I was like, I really don't know who you are referring to, because to the best of my knowledge, Jake Quinsee is smiling all the time.
Yeah, he loves playing Yu-Gi-Oh. He always you know, he always goes off and goes to the US to play and things like that.
Yeah, and he wants to bring home the title for the UK.
Yeah.
One day that's going to happen.
One day.
Maybe
hopefully
today.
not with Magical Explosion.
Maybe today. Or maybe not. Last Italian against the last UK player.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite a cool thing, really, that we've got going on. So apart from the 2 Germans that we have one of each of the countries that, you know, they come from their respective countries. And, you know, each one of them's kind of fighting for their country, fighting for that place in the top 4.
Yes.
So some furious side decking going on here. So Jake gets to pick who goes first.
It's quite interesting. Colin would have won this match if he didn't misplay. He did win the second game. Did he misplay in the first game?
Yeah, the first game he could have won. Because he would have been able to do the teleport, farm girl, attack, replay, attack the Prime Monarch, call, Dark Destroyer, replay,
but these
attack.
Small mistakes, they're really adding up in a tournament like this one.
Yeah, it was quite a small, well, it was a big mistake from what we could see, but it was a small mistake in his eyes at the moment, because, you know, he's taking it all the way to the game 3 anyway. So let's see what happens here.
Yeah. Question on the chat was, are there any Germans in the top 8? Yes.
There's
Marvin
2.
Weber playing Kozmo and Dave Grabert playing Draco Performpal. Those 2 are the remaining Germans in today's competition. But last year it was France, And last year's champion is still here this weekend, still in competition. He's going up against one of these two Germans, against Dave Grabert.
Okay, so... Okay, he does have an Eddie. I couldn't see that fourth card, so Eddie is going to be the card that makes it or breaks it here for Jake. So he's going to be able to... Some Eidos.
How much time do we have left in the round? Did you, by any chance, look at the clock?
No.
Because I stopped the last two games, last two matches, but we never went to time. And this time I forgot.
I'll ask our judge how much time is left in the round. We'll get a response from him pretty soon.
Sure.
9 minutes.
Okay, so we're slowly but steadily getting closer to the timeout.
Yep. So, you know, players might have been taking out upstart goblins if they play them here. So yeah, the Kozmo player plays 3, but I don't think it's too much of an ask to be able to deal an extra 1,000 damage from that point of view, because yeah, it's just
and that gets explosive enough.
Yeah. So here we go. Jake again looking for this Monarch Stormforth to try and interrupt his opponent's plays during his turn. So he's probably going to set the Twin Twisters and the Monarch Stormforth and then call it a day there.
Yeah, double opening. It's not.
Oh, no, he's going to get the idea.
It's not Twin Twisters, it's the Twin Brothers, basically.
Yeah.
With Aether, the Heavenly Monarch, and then Idia joining them on the field.
Yeah. So Aether returns back to his hand. So he's actually got a really great setup here. His opponent needs to have some kind of Dark Hole or something. Let's see what he's got.
He does have a Mask of Restrict to shut down Jake's plays to some degree. And
yeah.
again, Emergency Teleport.
I think what would be... no, because he got Twin Twisters. Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah, Emergency Teleport has been the MVP for most of these Kozmo matchups so far.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's only got 3 cards. Yeah, he needs to have 2 trap cards. To play around this in the most optimal way, it would only work if Jake didn't have Twin Twisters, because he would be able to Massive Restrict and then teleport out a card and then summon Slip Rider, which would be good. But yeah, it's not going to happen. So I'm interested to see here how he plays this out.
Yeah, so far very little is happening in terms of action.
Yeah, I think he's just having a think. Playing his turn in his head. So he's going to play Farm Girl. So straight away with the Monarch Stormforth there. And then again, banishing it for Aether. Yeah, and then Idea is going to be able to get back the...
He got them both back on the field, yeah. Must be quite annoying if you're finally getting rid of them and they just like just back on the field, yeah.
Yeah, so sending those 2 to the graveyard to special summon an Erebus. That's going to be used for next turn.
It looks like this looks like a really good position for Jake, but are there enough ways to fight back for Collins?
Not in his hand at the moment.
Yeah, like everything of this needs to be set already.
Yeah, that's the thing. If he'd have had these cards set, if he'd have been able to go first, which obviously Jake got to choose. I said before the match that Jake was going to choose to go first.
Yeah, but we had that in past feature matches where somebody did have the option to go first,
didn't,
opted against it, and it cost him big time.
Yeah, I think
Jake definitely made the right call looking at this.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to think of a nice way for Collins to get out of this. Best way is probably going to be to teleport in something, whatever that is, during not during the end phase, so he can't use Tin Can. Actually, no, he can use Tin Can. So imagine teleport Tin Can in, then banish it for Slip Rider, destroy the Monarch Stormforth. Then he can set all his back row without fear of Twin Twisters, play Kozmo Town to get back the Tin Can, and then when his Slip Rider's destroyed, he can go get a Dark Witch, which he just needs to pay 1,000 life points to save the rest of his. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think that's the best option for him right now.
Yeah, as an emergency teleport on a non-tin
Sword Troopers. No, Sword Troopers even better. I forgot he was playing Sword Troopers. So Sword Troopers can use its effect to get back Farm Girl. So he's got even more monsters. So we've not actually seen this yet. Sword Troopers effect, you can pay 500 to special summon a Kozmo monster from your graveyard. I think that's what it does. And when this first came out, people were like, what? Why is this come out? You know, our Kozmo monsters are never in the graveyard. But now this deck really starts to revolve around the graveyard as well. So yeah, there's the Sword Troopers.
Yeah, it's 1,000 LP, by the way.
Oh, is it 1,000?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry for that.
It's a costly investment, but
that's
pretty
definitely
good.
worth it.
Pretty good investment, though. Yeah, target one Psy monster, Psychic monster.
Oh, this just might be super crazy, and he goes into Super Quantal Beast Gramples. That would be a bit crazy. No, okay, he's going down the normal option. So yeah, this was absolutely perfect play here. He's like, oh, is that a Twin Twisters? Yes, it is. So I'm gonna be able to set my 3 back rows now. He's gonna attack into the Ether. Okay, so obviously he wants to use that effect there. Maybe he does want to, yeah, I was just about to say, get Strawman, and then he can use Strawman's effect in main phase 2 and get even more to go.
Yeah, it seems like Collins is really knowing what he's doing.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think of all these plays as just as quick as he is. It's really tough. So main phase 2, he's going to be able to set all 3 of his back rows now. That's going to super limit what Jake can do next turn.
Yeah.
He's got Anti-Spell Fragrance. He's got Mask of Restrict. What more do you want? Oh, he could have made an even... Oh, no, because, yeah, ignore it. Yeah. I was going to say, yeah. He could have, yeah.
Was there...
There was a play and it really, dwindled really quickly. He could have used Strawman's effect to get back the Slip Rider, and I was like, oh, he could have hit Kozmo Town with it, but no, you can't, because Strawman negates the effect of the monster.
Right.
Yeah. I got a bit excited for no reason.
Yeah, so definitely a nice line of plays here for Collins.
Yeah, very much
really
so.
asking for that feature match.
He's managed to retain all of his cards that he wanted to set in his back row.
Right.
And then use the cards. That was fantastic.
Where's that Raigeki coming from?
So he just drew that off of Kozmo Town. What? Oh my god!
Suddenly he's got the Raigeki. I just looked at the app. I was like, wait a second, there's a Raigeki in his hand. Where's it coming from?
He just drew that off Kozmo Town.
Immediately throws it on the table.
And that's it. No,
and that might be game.
Yeah, because he's got a Spell Fragrance and he's got Mask of Restrict.
Yeah.
So unless his opponent draws Twin Twisters or Mystical Space Typhoon off his natural draw here, then that's it.
Wow.
Because Kozmo's just going to go to town.
That was just crazy. Honestly,
he just
in the corner of my eye, I saw a Raigeki. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
What? And then suddenly it's on the field. Now it's in the graveyard. And
Tin is getting summoned from the Slip Rider as well.
Yeah, it's just getting better and better and better for Collins. This turn started, we were like,
oh my gosh, Jake must be thinking, what is occurring here?
Yeah. His turn starts, we think like...
And he gets a Dark Destroyer. Oh no, okay. Yeah, usually you do it in the same order over here. But anyway, he's got a good a Forerunner. That's perfectly fine as well. Any big ship's pretty good right now. He's going to bounce that straight away for the Forerunner. Let's get that out there right now. Wow, Jake's going to be so...
it just doesn't stop. And
so Prime Monarch and in-phase. And here we go. Standby phase. Anti-Spell Fragrance. Mask of Restrict.
Does he need the... Yeah, he does need it.
He does need the Mask of Restrict in case he tribute summons for Kuraz.
So here's the question. Is there going to be any responses? No.
I don't know why he's not playing Mask of Restrict.
Not that it matters. Maybe he's waiting for responses from...
Oh, maybe, yeah, the response from Spell Fragrance.
Yeah. And there we have it. 1-2 punch. And Jake must be... he's in a world of trouble right now. He is in a world of trouble.
Yeah.
What a comeback from Collins. He started his turn. We were like, okay, this is this one line of play where he might see another turn. He completely turned the table.
Demolished.
Yeah. Completely wrecked
Raigeki, though.
Jake Quinsee.
Yeah,
who's
have Patheism.
yeah, and you can tell Jake is playing super fast now
Yeah.
because I would say he's nervous. He's like, oh no,
And we're,
he
in,
just,
and
he
we're
just
about to
yeah, we
enter
just
time.
went to time.
Yeah, Jake's struggling here. You can see he's never shuffling his cards like this, and
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so first extra turn in the timeout, but I think that doesn't matter that much.
no, I think Cosmo's got the game next turn if because he can just get Saw Troopers with Cosmo Town, and then Saw Troopers effect gets back the Dart Destroyer that's in his graveyard, and then World of Pain.
Yeah.
And he's got Strawman as well, so he can get back the cards from his banish zone. Wow.
What is going through the mind of Jake Quinsee here? I mean,
He's just thinking, why wasn't that card I just drew Twin Twisters? That's what would be going through my head. Wow.
I mean, he drew for the turn,
and
so he can chain it to...
yeah, he can chain it, but we can't see, like, let's be honest, Colin played that last turn absolutely
yeah.
perfection.
We don't want to take anything away from him.
Not at all.
I mean, of course, in that Raigeki moment, we were like, what just happened? And
Yeah.
we didn't want to sound like it was lucky because he set himself up for that.
Yeah, he was playing that to perfection. He was thinning his deck. He was putting cards on the field. He was making it so he could play both of those floodgates with no fear whatsoever.
Yeah. And I feel so bad for Jake Quinsee, honestly. He had like a great opening. We were even talking about, okay, sometimes you see players not going first and so on and so on and so on. He makes the right call. He goes first. He assembles the field. He's got everything he needs. Looks really bad for Collins, and he's got Sword Troopers that he can get out thanks to emergency teleport. It makes all the difference.
Yep.
All right. So what is Jake doing here?
He's switching that to attack mode to at least try and claw something back. He's going to set Eidos as well and set some bluffs.
And that is
oh
that.
my gosh.
So now we're in the first extra turn of time. Oof.
Just remember, guys, there's less turns in time because it's the top cut portion.
Yeah, good point, yes. Excellent point you're making, absolutely. Yeah. And also, we have a couple of players in the venue that are watching the stream.
Yeah,
and they're sitting, I don't know, like 300 meters away from us, and we could hear it here. They were just going, wow, this is crazy. Man, so many highlights today, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, we have seen some crazy plays earlier with the sniping of an MST in hand. That was excellent. That was absolutely cool. Then we see the Denko Seka from James Roderick. That was also a very big play. And now we've seen this whole entire turn of Collins Amiekhamhe.
This is what anti-spell fragrance does for Cosmo. It just puts your opponent in that position where you have to set all your spell cards, and Cosmo Slip Rider can just shoot them down.
Yeah.
One after another.
So Collins got this turn, and he's got one more turn, and he needs to be ahead in life points.
Yeah.
There's also something to keep in mind. I mean, it looks like he's shaping up, getting ready to do just that. But so far, he's behind. And this game is not completely over.
So that's Eidos going down there. That's going to go over the Prime Monarch. And then we're going to see a little bit of damage from Saw Troopers here. Unless Jake decides he wants to use the Prime Monarch in response to the attack.
Right. Which
would be a good move, I think.
Okay. I don't think it's now the life points are almost tied. 6-2 to 5-4.
Yeah, okay.
Still, Jake is ahead. He's got one more turn.
Yeah.
And that's it for attacks. Collins.
He's paying for Tin Can with Saw Troopers.
Yep.
That's the effective.
You do agree with that play, to pay for Tin Can even though they are in the timeout?
I think what he's doing, he's making his hand be at such a critical mass that he cannot possibly not have enough to get over whatever Jake puts down on the board. I think that's what he's doing. He's just making it so that there's that absolute critical mass of cards.
Yeah. Right, there's a second anti-spell fragrance.
So yeah, getting Cosmojo something. No, Cosmojo wouldn't be good. Yeah, Cosmojo would actually be the worst. because you can't set it. Oh,
No.
God, he gets Dark Destroyer. That's the best one he could have got.
Yeah, I like my odds.
Yeah, so Jake has full access to the spells that he'd set last turn with Patheism. However, he set Prime Monarch as well, which is quite strange. But still, he has to draw Twin Twisters. Whoa.
Yeah, he cannot activate
Hold on.
them.
Jake has a Battle Fader in hand.
Wow. Did that just come in from the side
He
deck?
just drew it.
He's in the side deck. He's got
He's
two
doing
copies
two
of Battle
Faders.
Fader in the side deck. This is
Yeah,
going
okay.
back and forth.
Okay, yeah, Jake wins. That's it.
We've just been like, oh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute, wait. Hold on,
Collins got this.
Let me have a look at the wording on Battle Fader. Let me see. Battle Fader.
You need to get rid of the...
Battle Fader might be the same as like if you use a pilot to dodge with Battle Fader, then it won't end the battle phase. But I don't think it is.
When an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can special summon this card from your hand, then end the battle phase. There's no target, no
that's
nothing.
It. No, that's simply it. Yeah. So Jake wins.
So
he has more life points.
Unless there's something like Vanity's Emptiness all of a sudden coming out, anything that can stop a special summon.
Yeah.
Jake Quinsee just wins with his side deck tech Battle Fader.
Yeah.
Wow. This match is crazy. But so far, Jake is not giving it away.
No.
I think he's like a little bit slower than before again. Because before he was like so hectic in all of his plays.
Yeah.
Suddenly he's like taking a little bit more time.
Yeah. That's insane.
Wow.
This is crazy.
Yeah, and we didn't even see him coming. Like,
No.
yes, of course he's playing it in the side deck, but we didn't look like,
No,
oh, there's an option for the timeout procedure.
Yeah.
That's not what we were thinking of. All right.
What?
So Jake is just playing like he doesn't have anything, or like he's going through his normal moves. So Collins must be feeling quite well at this point in
he
time.
must just be thinking, yeah, okay, Jake's just, what's he doing? He's trying to make the game longer. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
What? Wow.
All right, let's. This game is like a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, everyone suddenly realized. So everyone's correcting what they're saying. Battle Fader can't be dodged with the Kozmo technology. That's wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The only possible way.
I think yeah, exactly. It was the only card.
Yeah.
It was
the only way for Colin to win here is if he summons like Dark Exceed Rebellion Dragon or something. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah. You don't see that one coming.
Yeah, because Battle Fader's only when a monster declares a direct attack.
I mean, it looks like the usual setup. Like, Jake is got a monster out. He's doing a little bit of an attacking. Bricks a little bit, builds his little Monarch castle, and then says, okay, this is your turn.
Wow.
And Collins is going to feel like, okay,
yeah,
now I can go to town.
Easy.
Yep.
He's got Dark Destroyer in hand.
Yeah. Everything is looking nicely for him.
Right, hold on, let's think about it a little bit more. So Forerunner is going to gain 1,000 life points in the standby phase, so Colin's going to go up to 4-9. That means he only needs to do 1,300 damage. Is he going to be able to do that over Red Layer? What's the attack of Red Layer? So Forerunner's going to gain 1,000 life points in the standby phase.
The Red Layer's got 2,000 attack.
Yeah, so he needs another 300 from somewhere. He needs another 300 attack from somewhere, and I don't know where he's going to get that from.
And also, he doesn't realize that he's only got this one attack.
So it's Slippy. He's got no idea. He's got no idea at all. He has no idea.
Yeah, just to clarify this again, there's a gigantic YCS sign with a 3 on the table. That means we're in the third turn of timeout, third extra turn, which also happens to be the last. So in case you're wondering, well, why are we saying that Collins is not going to win this?
I was going to say that Collins could draw another Forerunner, and that would be game for him. But no, he didn't draw another Forerunner. If he'd have drawn another Forerunner, then he'd been able to gain 2,000 life points instead of 1. So Colin gains 1,000 in standby phase, so he should be going up to 4-9. I don't know whether.
Is there anything he can do in main phase 2 maybe after that Battle Fader?
Is he playing Cowboy? No, I get.
Does he have like?
He can. Right, he can. Okay. He's got this. He can summon Infinity. If he summons Infinity, then he can do it. If he summons Infinity, then he can negate Battle Fader.
But do you ever see that coming?
No, he's not going to see it coming at all. He's good. I have no idea. This is just mind blowing.
It is either to Infinity and beyond,
or not.
or it is that.
He's got it right there. He can summon Infinity. He's got Strawman. He can Strawman target the Slip Rider, go into Infinity, and then he's got it. That is absolutely the play that he can win the game, but he's just not going to do it. He's not going to do it.
Well, he surprised us. He surprised us before. Like, let's not say okay. Let's not throw the last nail into the coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
the dust hasn't settled.
Yeah. Again, the thing is, he can go into Infinity, but people in chat saying yes, we can go into Infinity. But what might happen is Jake can say, "Oh, I'll summon the Prime Monarch back," and then he will negate that with Infinity. He's got a note. Right. Okay. Here we go. So he's paid for it. He's going to go down to 4/4. He's going to go into Infinity. He has to. Actually, what attack points will Infinity be on? Like 29, nowhere near enough. No, he's just attacking.
Yeah, he's just attacking. This should be it.
This is mind-blowing. He's going to win with Battle Fader. It's 2016, Ollie. It's 2016. He's going to win with Battle Fader.
Yeah, what is Battle Fader just a thing, still a thing? This match is absolutely crazy. Quite honestly, I think we need find some ways to calm down. If I have like another cup of coffee or something, I'm just gonna jump up and down for the commentary of the last few matches we see today. Here's the attack, and
he's gonna Battle Fader. Oh my God!
There is Battle Fader.
Who plays that?
Who plays that? Well, Jake Quinsee does, and it's gonna. Yeah, it's not a head shake, but it's a handshake basically. This is it for Collins Amiekhamhe. Jake Quinsee, the master that he is, has a Battle Fader. Oh, this hurts so much. But flawless execution. Flawless execution. We need the camera on us because we want to see Luke's reaction. he's complete. Yeah. Yesterday he was complaining at somebody. He's like, I'm so red-faced. Today he's completely white after this match. What did we just see? Yeah, what did we just see right there? Wow, this match.
Jake, like, we can't see the game right now, but Jake just keeps holding his hand out and saying, it's over. You've lost.
Yeah.
That is it.
And Collins is like, I can't believe this. How did this happen? This doesn't make any sense.
2016.
Yeah. Battle Fader from the side. Like, we didn't even see it. Like, we didn't know we were going to time. But Jake Quinsee, very aware of what was going on.
That is absolutely mind-blowing.
It is.
It's the last card. He was playing two Battle Faders.
Do you think you're up for the challenge of interviewing Jake Quinsee after this?
I've got to ask him what brought him to win Battle Fader.
I think you guys want to see the same thing. So with that, we're going to take a very short break and bring Jake Quinsee in so he can be questioned about this, be interrogated. And yeah, let's bring him over. Let's take a short pause and then we're going to be right back.